So my friend Steve here, so there's a little pile of cannonballs up here. He wanted me to come see because, you know, I like the Civil War, and so does he.
I always like cannonballs. So these are the kind of cannonballs that people put on the Facebook every day, wanting to know if it's a cannonball, and it's hard to tell them no.
No.
But cannonballs are made out of cast iron, not steel. These are rock crushers, and they are for tumbling. They're going to be made out of steel, and so they could bend and crush without just disintegrating.
And didn't you say like one of the ways you can tell if you roll it across the floor, a lot of the rock crusher balls wobble? Yeah,
they're usually misshaped a bit, and a cannonball must be really round, or it'll bust the bore in a cannon. And a lot of the rock crushers have become bent, and so Tom Dickey told me long ago that one way to tell is to roll it, and if it wobbles, it's probably not a cannonball. But when people think they have a solid shot, quite often it's really not a cannonball. Real often.
And I'm going to show you that it just amazed me when we just pulled it off the side of the road here, and he showed me this little pile of cannonballs. I was speechless almost.
Let's go look at them.
Let's look at them. I have to show it to you first. So from here, that's Steve's little pile of cannonballs. You might see them on eBay anytime by an unscrupulous eBayer. And that's why you hear when people say that there are so many more round iron balls made that were used in mining operations and industry than cannonballs. I mean, they're laying everywhere. That's something you'd see on eBay as a cannonball. There was a post on TreasureNet that's kind of famous where a guy found a pile of cannonballs at a mining camp like in North Dakota, and it's got like 1 million comments on it. But this is what it is. It's these crusher balls for mining.
Rock crushers come in all sizes. This would be about a 3-inch ball, but of course it's not a cannonball. It's steel, and it's for crushing rocks and tumbling in a mill. But they come much bigger than this, and they come smaller, depending on what you're doing. But this is what people sell on eBay all the time and say it's a cannonball. Don't be foolish. This is not what this is.
There's gonna be 1 million of them there. Look at that. I'm flabbergasted looking at all those balls. Jeez. Usually they put them in like a big tumbler that goes around. Those balls would be in there with a rock, and of course they're much harder, so as it tumbles, it breaks the rock up into little pieces, and then they can process the rock to get the gold out of them. Now they use these not only in gold mining areas, but any place they wanted to crush rock, like even limestone, where they want to make gravel to put on highways or to make concrete. They used to, maybe they still do, use giant piles of crusher balls like this in their tumblers to make gravel. And like Steve was saying, they come in all different sizes. Yeah, see, here's a smaller one here. That's a smaller size. That would be your grapeshot that they're selling you. 3-inch ball there. Wow.
Take a heck of a rock tumbler to tumble these, wouldn't it?
It sure would.
They had a lot of, whoever bought this stuff paid some money.
And that's worse than money.
They'd sell them as grapeshot. They're about the size of a grape.
Yeah. I guess I heard there's no metal recyclers up here.
No,
so
that's why there's so much junk still left around.
Yeah.
and it's the freight is so high, getting something out when something's not used anymore, it's just abandoned. Like the bucket line dredges, they didn't even pick up the tools when they left. They just left. No more payday, time to go home, walk away. And so there's a lot of stuff just laying around to look at. You'll see a lot of that when we go inland.
Yeah, and a lot, you know, so like aluminum, lots of aluminum just laying around that would be so, you know, if it was back home, it'd be scarfed up in 12 hours, you know, and taken to the recyclers. It's just amazing.
It's too expensive. It's about $1 a pound to get something up here, and it's a little less getting it out, but it's, I guess if you had enough of it, it wouldn't be that kind of price, but they don't recycle anything. They should, I think, someday.
What they need to do is send a giant barge up here that, you know, someone who just buys metal. Just sit there and weigh it and buy it.
And they have the big barges that come in here, but I've never seen them taken. They just throw it in the landfills, or it's just laying around.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of it
Oh,
already.
I've seen a lot of it.
Nome's not
So
a
have
pretty
you.
place. The city's not.
Big pile of cannonballs. And the radar installation. Believe this, not what they're telling you on eBay.